What's going on, everybody? Happy Easter Sunday, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be chasing Topps Chrome McDonald's All-Americans. They've got both men's and women's top recruits in here, and some past All-Americans, McDonald's All-Americans, like LeBron James, Jason Tatum. We're going to try out 2 mega boxes and 2 hobby boxes today. Now, I've ever only opened the mega box, which I didn't hit anything notable, but they're good looking cards, and I was definitely wanting to try them again. So today, let's get into this, and let's start out with these mega boxes. Also works out good for Final Four and championship weekend. Had the Final Four games last night for men's. Hopefully it's a good game Monday night, but Michigan, they're going to be hard to deal with. I don't know. Those guys are looking tough. But UConn's good, and they're scrappy, and they're not going to lay down for anybody. So hopefully we got a good game Monday night, and hopefully we got a good game this afternoon, starting here in just a little bit for the women's side. South Carolina and UCLA for their very first ever on the women's side. That's pretty cool. All right. Box number 1, pack number 1. Let's get into it. Zay Harwell for the East. Aaliyah Crump for the East. Bryn McGaughy for the West. Dwight Howard, who's an old school, for the East. LeBron James for the East. Emily Skinner on the Wave. I believe these are the Mega Box exclusive, the Waves. And Bronny James on the Wave. Tonde Yusufu for the West on the Wave. And Darius Adams. Not sure. Let's see, Prospect Paths. And there's Aaliyah Chavez from the cover. Lots of color, good looking cards. These waves are pretty cool. I'm excited to get into the hobby because I haven't seen those at all yet. Emmanuel Quickly. Darius Adams. Dariana Alexander. Nyla Brooks. Caleb Wilson, one of the top recruits. Derek Lively on the Wave. Amari Bailey. Lee Macy, the goal. Numbered? Nope. Oh, it is. There we go. To 50. Yep. And back to back, Miss Macy on the top recruits. Pretty cool card. And Kaylin Carroll. She's got the to 50 and the back to back, so we'll go ahead and put her up there. And we'll put Bronny up there because he's got the name. Has the name power. And I will sleeve these all up. I'll separate them after the show here. Clear some room. Okay, Nate Ament. Big recruit for Tennessee. Caleb Wilson. You get Marcus Smart, Amari Stoudemire, Addie Deal, Sienna Betts on the wave. There's Elia Chavez on the wave. Addie Deal on the blue wave. And who we got here? We have Addie Deal on the one-trip ticket out of 50. That's a pretty cool card. Like I said, I have only opened one of these megas, so I haven't seen all the inserts. This is pretty cool. To be honest, I'm not that big on. I'm not that big on the women's side. Knowing all the names, I'm not sure if Addie is a big-time recruit or not. But she got it to 50 in the insert, so she can't be nobody. Aaliyah Crump to finish off the box. Oh, I need that. Laura Sumfay. Tunde Yusufu. Juju Watkins. Grady Dick. Braden Berries. Kaylin Carroll. Leah Crump, seen her a lot on the wave. Zakiya Johnson on the refractor. And Mia Paldo on the one trip ticket, the blue. And Eric Rebe. Tonde Yesufu. Addie Deal. Jalen Harlison. Jada Civil. Eliana Morris. Eric Rebe on the wave. Emily Skinner on the wave. Jalen Harlison on the blue wave. And Darren Peterson, one of the top 3 probably draft picks. Pending, we'll see, I guess. He didn't finish all that strong, but he has got all the skills to be one of the top 3, if not the top pick. Where hype becomes legacy. Brooklyn. This is a pretty cool card. And like I said, that's one of the biggest names in here. Top recruits. And finish this pack, Emily Skinner. And to finish that box, I believe. Let's find the second one here. No autos yet. We're looking for one auto out of the megas. But they're not guaranteed. Eliana Morris. Zai Harwell. Elia Crump. Bryn McGahee. Dwight Howard. Sean Abaev on the wave. Jada Civil on the wave. Tyrese Maxey, it's a big name on the blue wave. And Jaliyah Davis on the one-trip ticket on the blue. And Lee Macy. All right, there's LeBron James, Emmanuel Quickly, Darius Adams, Dariana Alexander, Nyla Brooks, Eliana Morris, the wave, Zy Harwell on the wave, Elia Crump on the wave, and Koa Pete, one of the other top recruits on the prospect paths. Prospect Path wave. Pretty good looking card. And Jordan Spicer. I run out of room, I feel like, if I try to make these all hits. I'll just I'll just leave them up for now. Top load later. All right, Caleb Wilson, Nate Ament, Caleb Wilson, Marcus Smart, Mari Stoudemire, Bryn McGahee on the wave, Dwight Howard on the wave, Quentin Grimes on the wave, and it got McKeer on the one-trip ticket, and Juwan Howard, the throwback. Yeah, hopefully UConn can give Michigan a little bit better of a game tomorrow than anybody else has in this tournament so far. Arizona at points looked like they might try to make a run come back, but, Arizona, I thought that was going to be a great game. They looked really good going in, too, and Michigan's just playing some of the best ball of the year right now. They've been dominant for most of the year. So they're going to be a hard one. Just like I said, hopefully it's a good game. Addie Deal, not just a runaway. Laura Sumfay, I'm sure Michigan fans out there are disagreeing with me and hoping it's just a runaway and they get to have a lot of fun all day. Tonde Yusufu, Juju Watkins, Grady Dick, LeBron James on the wave. That's cool. Emmanuel Quickly on the wave. Michael Brown Jr. on refractor. There's another top prospect that he might be higher up if he hadn't missed some time this year. But he'll be a top pick up there. Leah Crump on the Where Hype Becomes Legacy. These are cool cards. Yeah, I like those. And Jason Tatum on a throwback. And to finish out the mega boxes, last pack. Braden Berries, Tonde Yusufu, Addie Deal, Jalen Harlison, Jada Civil, Darius Adams on the wave, Dariana Alexander on the wave, Haley Swain on the blue wave, Eliana Morris on the one-trip ticket, and Darren Peterson to close it out. All right, well, that's the two mega boxes. No autos. Like I said, they're not guaranteed, so not really surprised when you're not hitting the autos out of the mega boxes. But we will set some of these aside. Sleeve up after. we can get right into the hobby boxes, which we'll go one hobby box at a time here. These, we're looking for 3 autographs. And exclusive gold parallels. A hobby box. Better chance of the bigger hits, but much less cards. Michael Brown Jr., Jalen Harrelson, Julia Davis, Alexandra Eschmeyer, Sienna Betts. Kind of revealed that there. All right. First auto. Is that? Yeah, Aaliyah Chavez /99. All right. Cover girl. That's pretty good. That's a nice hit. I like that. Anthony Black /25. I think he's still with Orlando. And, you know, he's got a lot of skills. The Orlando Magic, they're playing all right this year. I can't remember. I haven't been following NBA as much this year. Aliana Morris. That's pretty cool there. Mini diamond. Dania Prawl. Nate Ament on the prospect paths. The white border. And Eric Rebe on the one-trip ticket. Dariana Alexander. Nyla Brooks. Caleb Wilson. And Nate Ament. All right, that was a pretty good first pack there. Hobby. Hopefully have 2 more autographs in here. Alexandra Eschmeyer. Bronny James. Mia Paldo. Koa Pete. Derek Lively. Koa Pete on the refractor. Jordan Spicer on the blue wave /75. Quentin Grimes. Is that the McDonald's shake? It's kind of cool. First time seeing that one, McDonald's shake there. Al Harrington, the throwback refractor. Koa Pete on the prospect paths. Let's see, where height becomes legacy, Chris Senek Jr. Laura Samfai. Teyonde Yusufu. Juju Watkins. And Grady Dick. All right, that's halfway through that first box of Hobby. Hobby's got lots of colors, good numbers. All right. Eric Gordon. Cole Anthony. Miles Turner, a throwback. Zakiya Johnson. Sean Abev. Miles Turner on our second auto /99. Sean Abev /150. Tyrese Maxey on the McDonald's. Isla McDowell. Kaylin Carroll on the top recruits. Jeliet Davis on the one-trip ticket. Caleb Wilson, Marcus Smart, Amari Stoudemire, and Addie Deal. All right, last pack, first box of Hobby. So rolling cards out there. One out of the back, just space. Still, gotta calm down a little, huh? You have AJ started out. Isla McDowell. Zakiya Johnson. Leah Macy. Maya Paldo on the auto. On-card auto. This is pretty nice. I don't know what this insert is. 2025 Topps Chrome McDonald's All-American autograph card. Yeah. Got all three autos. Denia Prawl on the wave to $199. Jada Civil on what I'm thinking is the mini diamond. Eric Rebe. Darius Adams on the top recruits. Nicola Bundalo on the one-trip ticket. Dwight Howard on the throwback. LeBron James on the throwback. Emmanuel Quickly. Darius Adams. Nicola Bundalo. Finish off that first box of Hobby. These Hobby boxes have lots of good color and big names. Stayed true to being, I think, better than the retail there. Sometimes Hobby can make you question. I think the women's championship game probably just started a little bit ago. Should work out pretty good to finish up the video in time to see the second half of that game. Okay, quite a few cards in those. So let's get into the second and last Hobby box. So far, pretty happy with some of the names that have come out of here. Oh, Miles Turner, I like watching him. Miss Chavez, Aaliyah Chavez. She's supposed to be one of the top recruits. I believe she was at Oklahoma. I don't know how far they made it in the tournament, but I know Tennessee did decent. I guess I don't know. I think Tennessee did decent. Let's see if we can finish off with a big auto out of this box. You know what I'm talking about. LeBron James, maybe. Jayla Adams. Alexandra Eschmeyer. Sienna Betts. Eric Gordon. Cole Anthony. Caleb Wilson. Amari Stoudemire /99. Dariana Alexander on the McDonald's Shake Mini Diamond. Marcus Smart. Where Height Becomes Legacy, Emily Skinner. On the One Trip Ticket, Darren Peterson. Then Koa Pete. Michael Brown. Bryn McGahee. And Denia Prawl. All right, Nicola Bundalo. AJ. Not even try, guys. Let's just butcher that last name. Ooh, here we go. What is this? What just snuck up on me here? Jelia Davis on a McDonald's patch. This is a 101. That is sick. That is a pretty sick card. A McDonald's All-American patch. Whoop. Set the side, rest side here. Jelia Davis. This is a cool card. Wow. Bang. Golden Patch Autograph. Superfractor. Topps guarantees the authenticity of the relics and autographs appearing on this card. Game worn. Nice. All right. Well, that is definitely the best hit I have seen come out of these myself. All right, you know what? That's a thick card. It's going to take a second. I'm just going to set her aside right there. Alexandra Eschmeyer /199. Emmanuel Quickly on the McDonald's Shake. Nate Ament. Braden Berries on the Prospect Paths. Aaliyah Crump on the One Trip Ticket. Jayla Davis. Grace Knox. Eric Rebe. And Denia Prawl. Ayla McDowell. Zakiya Johnson. Lee Macy. Michael Brown. Jalen Harlison. Eric Rebe on the auto /75. And winning tags. Winning tags. Pretty cool. There's some good looking inserts in here. Braden Berries /125. Darius Adams on the McDonald's Shake. Caleb Wilson. Darius Peterson on the Top Recruits. Addie Deal on the One Trip Ticket. Isla McDowell. Al Harrington, throwback. Ron Holland. And Cleo Ware. All right, last pack of the hobby. Miles Turner. Zakiya Johnson. Sean Abev. Alexandra Eschmeyer, Mia Paldo, Addie Deal on our last autograph. Yep, last autograph. Lee Macy to 50. So that's our second. We have 2 Lee Macy's to 50. Nyla Brooks on the McDonald's shake. Mari Stoudemire. Nicola Bundalo on the top recruits to 25. And Michael Brown on the base top recruits. Braden Berries, Jordan Spicer, Laura Samfai, and Darren Peterson base to finish us out. All right. Well, those couple boxes of hobby were pretty awesome. Especially get those 101 McDonald's All-American patch. That's pretty cool. I don't know. To the subscribers and guys who have been watching the videos, another 101. Pretty awesome. If you're new here, give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment. As always, any of these cards that you'd like to see on our eBay store, leave a message in the comments and we'll try and get it up there for you. And everybody have a happy Easter, and thank you for watching.